That night, the village felt wrong. Not loud, not quiet either. Just heavy, like the air itself was holding its breath. I was only a child back then, too young to understand fear the way adults do, but old enough to remember every single detail. The rainy season had covered the village in mud and yellow leaves. The smell of wet soil filled the air. Back then, life was different. Doors stayed open, people visited each other. No one lived locked inside their own house. Relatives from nearby villages had come to stay with us. The house was full, laughter mixed with the smell of fried onions and fresh tea. Children ran through narrow alleys, their voices echoing between the mud walls. That was before everything changed. It was the year the rain wouldn't stop. One afternoon, school was canceled. The river had swollen beyond its banks. The elders warned us, but to us kids, it felt like freedom. A few days later, we were told we had to stay longer in the village. The roads were unsafe. The river was dangerous. That night, the adults gathered in one room. Tea glasses clinked softly. Cigarette smoke floated in the air. My father placed his tea glass on the floor. He asked about a man from the village, someone who had died months earlier. We had missed his funeral. What happened to him? The room went silent, too silent. My uncle shifted and said, "They say it was an accident." My father frowned. An accident how? No one answered. That's when I knew something was wrong. Later that night, my grandfather leaned back against the cushions. He lit a cigarette. His hands trembled. "I was 21 when I first saw her," he said. Everyone turned toward him. The river was calm that night. No wind, no insects, nothing. He swallowed. I saw a figure standing near the water, white from head to toe, not moving, just watching. Someone laughed nervously. Probably a trick of the light. My grandfather shook his head. No, I thought that too, until she turned. She didn't have a face the way we do. It was pale, empty, like it didn't belong to this world. No one interrupted him. Some things are not meant to be spoken unless the time comes. That night I couldn't sleep. Before sunrise, loud knocking woke us up. My cousin stood at the door, breathing hard. "We can't go fishing today, the river's acting strange." But later, the adults decided to go anyway. There was a wedding that night. They needed fish. I didn't want to go, but no one asked. The river looked different. The water was dark, thick, like it was hiding something beneath the surface. The forest was silent, no birds, no wind. Then someone whispered, "Do you hear that?" At first, I thought it was the water, but it wasn't. It was breathing, slow, deep, close. Suddenly, Nasser screamed. He dropped the basket of fish and ran, and the moment he ran, my legs moved on their own. I didn't look back, but I felt it. Something cold, something fast. The air behind me shifted like footsteps without sound. We ran until our lungs burned, until the river disappeared behind us. Only then did we stop. No one spoke, no one laughed. That night, the wedding went on. Music played, drums echoed through the village, but none of us touched the food, because we all knew something had followed us home. Years passed. I grew up, left the village, but some nights when everything is quiet, too quiet, I remember that river, and I wonder, was it the restless spirit of a girl who died unjustly, or something older, something that had always lived there? Because one thing still haunts me. When we ran that day, the footsteps behind us stopped, not because it gave up, but because it didn't need to follow anymore.